A lot of people are going to be
Yeah.
observing this. Eh. Sabi nga ni Ani, may epekto yan sa atin
Lahat
dito.
yan,
kahit paano,
magkakademensya yan.
Parang nga may dementia nga rito yung mga tao. Eh.
Hindi, dito marami na.
Ano,
Baka nga ginagaya sa eyes ni Digong yung mga nandito ngayon.
willful dementia ba yun? But let's start off with the Hague. Are we aware of what kinds of tests have already been done and by whom? In other words, have tests been done by the ICC
Themselves.
themselves, or are they just relying or going to rely on medical experts provided by or medical results provided by the defense?
Certainly, they will not rely on just the defense experts. Kasi ang ano dyan, hindi yan independent. So far, the defense says they have requested for and were granted by the detention facility opportunity to have a CT scan and an
Pakilakas na.
MRI. Tapos, meron din binabanggit na nakapag-ano daw siya, nakapagpa-examine sa isang psychiatric or psychologist who determined he is unfit for trial. That is the basis of the request to adjourn. Pero kumontra na dito yung prosecution kasi una, ano yan, experts nyo lang yan. And although the ICC detention facility, na-concern yung ICC detention facility bandang July, sabi nila, teka, baka mamaya kung anong ipasabi nito ng defense. And so, they also commissioned, they had an anonymous expert check on him. The findings of that expert, hindi pa rin nakadisclose to the defense, was that one, there was a decline in memory. Second, there was a decline in executive functioning. And then third, that there was a decline in wait, let me check. May notes ako eh. Pero anyway, hindi nila inabot yung that he is unfit for trial. Na medyo nakakalimot lang. Siguro hindi na kumbaga, yung executive functioning, parang yung habang kumakain, kumbaga may sala-sala na dyan. So, niisip namin, with that ICC detention facility expert, refraining or kumbaga hindi niya sinagad na unfit for trial na ito. It means that he's generally okay. And it was only, and so it appears, it was only the defense quote-unquote expert who said that he is unfit for trial. And so itong panahon na ito sa totoo, ang pagkakataon para sa ICC na either one, appoint independent experts. In other cases, they've appointed a panel or order further tests. Or two, for the prosecution can also ask that they can also appoint an expert or have access to the CT scan, MRI, and other tests done on Duterte and have their own expert examine that. So, waiting kami sa kung ano magiging instruction ng ICC kasi kumbaga nagkakandalituhan na eh kung sa punto ng biktima ang nakikita namin, yung mga statement ng mga kaanak, ng mga anak, okay daw. 2 days ago, sabi nga ni Kitty, is there anything to worry about the president? Wala. And that he is alive and healthy. So, ang hirap nito, sabi nga ng mga rise up mothers, mas ba silang GC? O kaya, wala mang GC. Eh naku, may nagpapanggap lang dito.
Sorry, si Ronald, hindi marunong gumamit ng cellphone to si Ronald. Biglang lumakas yung audio niya.
Sorry, attorney
Okay lang po.
Biglang tumunog
Pero yun, so, ang ano niyan ay,
May problema nito si Ronald.
baka alaga. Sino paniniwalaan namin? Yung abogado o yung mga anak?
But
Payat si Kitty.
Attorney, pag sinabi dinenay yung indefinite na postponement, anong ibig sabihin nun? May time frame ba yung definite? No? May panahon ba yan?
Ayun lang. Technically, wala. Wala binigay na time frame yung ICC and I don't want to, kumbaga, preempt them. But as a general rule, the status of a detainee should and could be checked every 120 days. So, actually, sa issue ng mga nadideclare na sa ngayon, no, sabi natin, to be clear, there is no declaration that is unfit for trial. Ang sabi lang ng ICC, wag muna nating ituloy yung judges, wag muna nating ituloy yung September 23 habang inaalam natin at kinukumpirma natin. Mas ganon. Wala pa pong nagsasabi na unfit for trial siya maliban sa defense experts. Kaya itong panahon sana ay para alamin kung paano nga ba siya. Ang prosecution sabi nila, o di sige, magpa-test na tayo, magpa-check up na tayo, go. At sana ma-reset natin itong confirmation of charges hearing within 2025. Huwag nang ipasa next year. Total, pwede naman.
But Attorney,
Attorney,
could...
meron bang precedent yan? May precedent ba na ginamit siyang cognitive decline to evade the ICC prosecution?
Yung cognitive impairment and decline, parang medyo bago. Kasi yung previous
Yeah.
cases, I have to check again, but the previous cases cite similar, kumbaga citing similar mental constraints ay PTSD. Okay?
Yes.
So, yung iba may PTSD, yung iba meron, kumbaga they cannot look at the documents or look at the materials, yung ebidensya. Kaya hindi siya makapagpasya or hindi siya fit for trial. Yung isa parang citing parang mental incapacity because of his own experience as a child soldier. Mga hindi ito umubra. So itong cognitive impairment, medyo bago considering the age. Siya naman talaga ay isa sa pinakamatandang humarap sa ICC. Kaya bago itong, kumbaga, first intake sa kanya, 80 na siya eh. Yung iba, medyo bata-bata, tumanda na lang sa loob. Ito, medyo una kung nakita na pagkakasabing ganyan. Sa ibang kaso, meron na rin ganyan. Kung hindi man sa ICC, sa ICTY, ICTR, mga matatanda na. And you could imagine, in the Nuremberg trials, there were many who were older when they were arrested.
Yeah.
Tinry nilang isite ito, pero hindi rin umubra. Kasi yung fitness to stand trial, technically it's not just a medical construct, it's not a medical idea. Kumbaga, hindi ka kukuha ng excuse slip sa doktor lang eh. This is a legal construct. And in one of the cases, yung test nga nila, even a deaf mute. So, bingi at pipe, pwedeng makapag plea, either for guilty or not guilty, pwedeng makaparticipate sa trial basta naiintindihan niya. Kasi pwede siyang mag-sign language. Kaya inaabangan namin to kung paano ito i-appreciate. Again, it's not just a medical issue, it's technically a legal construct.
Pero yung mga statements po ng family, like for example, Kitty Duterte down the line, could these statements be used at all by, for example, the prosecution, if only to challenge or cast doubt on the findings of the defense medical team?
Hindi siya doktora.
Oh, well, certainly. The victims will use that. Kasi that's all we have. The prosecution actually would have access to some records already. Yung victims wala. Kaya kami, dun sa comment or observations on this motion. So, technically, the motion of the defense is an adjournment request for indefinite postponement. Gusto nila, hindi lang yung confirmation of charges, kundi kumbaga forever. Kasi, unfit nga for trial. Pero i-release namin yan. Bakit sabi ng mga kaanak? At the same time, the defense says, so the lawyers say that since June, July, they have been pressuring the ICC detention facility for medical tests. Pero at the same time, bumibisita yung mga kaanak, okay naman. In fact, at one time si Sara Duterte, when she went out, I think she talked about the case in a sense. Sabi niya, anong tingin ni Duterte sa kaso? Well, ang sabi niya ay, I just did what I had to do for the country.
Yeah.
For us, that means he understood that he was being asked about the case.
Pero attorney, kung
Saka
sakaling
attorney,
pinagbigyan yung...
marami kong kamag-anak na may cognitive decline. It doesn't happen overnight. Matagal na matagal yan. Hindi pwedeng you're fully cognitive 1 month ago. Bigla ka na lang, ay nakalimutan ko na lahat. Hindi pwede yun.
Yeah.
Hindi nangyayari yun. It's very, very gradual.
Slow burn.
Ulyanin din ako. Pero hindi ibig sabihin nun, kumbaga may cognitive decline na sa memory, hindi ibig sabihin, unfit for trial ako.
Yeah.
Because maybe I don't remember where I put my keys. I don't remember where I left this or that. That's cognitive, kumbaga, decline in memory. But
Kaya
it
siya
does
decline,
not
hindi
mean-
loss eh. Hindi naman cognitive loss yan, it's decline. It's not a cognitive loss, it's decline. It's a deterioration. It's very
may
gradual.
naaalala yan. Yung tests lang talaga ang makapagsasabi kung nagpapanggap na walang naaalala.
Saka attorney, kung
Di
sakaling
ba aggravating
pinagbigyan
circumstance yun?
yung indefinite adjournment, ang ibig sabihin kung sakaling pinagbigyan, ibig sabihin nun, tapos na yung kaso.
Archived ang kaso. Pero as I mentioned, they will have to check on the status of the suspect or accused every 120 days. Hindi yung sarado ang kaso, hindi talaga eh. Kasi again, they think of fitness as part of the entire fairness, kumbaga right to fair trial. Kumbaga para din sa akusado naman yon. Pero hindi naman ibig sabihin at the expense of the general public. Kasi kung palalayain mo yan ng basta-basta, abay kawawa naman yung general public. Meron ka nang mamamatay tao na inilabas mo na lang, meron ka pang mamamatay tao na hindi naaalala o hindi kayang makapag-isip ng tama. Kaya hindi mo alam kung yung baser instincts niya ay kakaiba. Kaya kailangan i-balance yung interests niya at nung general public and their safety.
Meron kasi mga serial killer na pag pinayagang lumabas, gumagaling eh. Biglang gagaling.
Ay,
Alam mo
ganun
yun? May pelikulang gano'n, Ed. Panood mo
Ba?
yan?
Hindi.
Napanood ko yung Dexter
Nag-plead ng
eh.
insanity eh. So, pinalabas. So, paglabas, naging serial killer ulit. No?
Yung pala yung kanyang cure.
So,
Oo.
yun, actually, kailangan ding i-treat kasi actually, medyo kailangan ito ng defense na tingnan. Ang fitness to stand trial, hindi siya minsanang inaalam. Kaya nga yung sinasabi ng ICC, every 120 days, aalamin yan. Hindi siya static, yan ay dynamic. Kaya hindi yung ngayon, unfit to stand trial, pero bukas, baka pwede na. Parang ganon. Kaya, kailangang i-check at posibleng kung ngayon, ganito ang nararamdaman niya, yung ICC can do whatever it could to alleviate the circumstances. In fact, I remember Kitty Duterte again telling the public or telling yung sa mga interviews niya sa labas. So telling the public that while she was visiting, a medical officer ba or a custodial officer came into the room and asked her and her father what Duterte's favorite song genre was. So parang tinatanong, pag magpapatugtog po ba kami, ano ba ang makaka-relax sa tatay niyo? Sinagot niya, nakalimutan ko kung ano eh. Pero parang Frank Sinatra ba or something. So, ginagawa nila ang lahat ng paraan para umaluan ang kanyang adjustment doon sa ICC facility. And I would imagine, it's been a few months, so he knows how it goes inside. Ang naisip na lang talaga namin yung weather. Yung weather ang a-adjustan niya. Pero itong mga nakaraang buwan, summer eh, mainit din naman daw sa The Hague. Kaya ngayong patakbo ng winter, autumn at saka winter, ito na yung palamig. Kaya yun yung hindi ko alam kung kakayanin. Kasi alam ko yung mga matatanda ayaw na ng malamig.
Parang si Reg.
There is
Parang
ba
si
din dyan
Reg,
yung ano, yung
attorney. Si Reg kasi normal eh. Most of the time. Pag pinapanood niya yung hearing sa House tsaka sa Senate, nagiging unhinged siya.
Nilalamig kasi nilalamig.
Nagbabago yung kanyang
Correct,
katauhan.
ganon.
First of all,
hindi siya
I am so sorry.
static.
Oo, I'm so sorry to be so late. Wala na ako. I mean, I've used all sorts of adjectives to describe traffic in Metro Manila, pero ngayon, konting ulan lang. I'm sure you've all experienced it. Konting ulan lang.
So,
Everything becomes
So, sino si mo? Si Vince Dizon o si Vince Dizon? Paano yung traffic? Dati sa Vince.
DPWTR or
Baha
DPWH?
ngayon. Siya lang sisisihin mo. Wala nang iba.
Well,
Ano
tawagan
po?
nga
Dali,
natin. But anyways,
tatanong ako.
I'm sure you've
Sige.
dissected the...
But may pahabol sana ako
sige, sige, go.
Ma'am, kasi you mentioned a while ago that they had an anonymous expert check on Duterte. I forget what phrase he used eh. Parang an ICC accredited medical expert. What exactly was that guy who checked on him na hindi defense?
I think it was a psychologist. So
But-
an anonymous expert who checked on his mental state or mental capacity. The other tests that were done were CT scan, kumbaga, medical diagnostics. Pero itong expert, sinasabi, there was a decline in memory, there was a decline in executive function, pero hindi naman niya inabot yung unfit to stand trial. And I would say that this is a psychiatrist or a psychologist.
Attorney, normal ano yan ang testing yan for mental stress na mga nakakulong. Ang tanong ko lang, meron bang risk na inaano din yung defense doon? I mean, kung sakasakaling malaman na nagpapanggap lang pala na may cognitive decline, pwede ba yung ma-consider na aggravating circumstance?
Technically, hindi, in the sense that it's the defense lawyers making these statements. It's not, kumbaga, it's not Duterte saying, I'm stupid or I'm baliw na ako. Hindi naman siya pa yung nagsasabi nun. Kaya maybe Attorney Kaufman, Nicholas Kaufman, could be held to some extent to account based on his code of ethics requirements. Kaya lang, or obligations. Kaya lang, of course, Kaufman will always say that, oh, I'm just relying on the statements of the experts. So at this point, I don't see, kumbaga, that high level of malice yet until we see the factual statements. Because even the victims would say, oo nga naman, ano, matanda na yan, talagang nakakalimot na eh. Ang nire-referan nila yung mga lola nila. Yung mga lola, oo nga, si lola hindi na nakakaano. Tapos, yung isa nga sinasabi, yung incontinence.
Oh, pero matagal mangyari nga yun It's gradual
Yeah.
But decline
sabi
is
nila,
gradual.
parang maiisip nila na oo nga pwede, pero naiintindihan pa rin nila. Mas yun naman yung importanteng tanong. Naiintindihan ba nila yung charges? Naiintindihan ba nila kung anong nangyayari? Kung oo, dapat tuloy ang kaso. Kung incontinent, yun yung iniisip ng mga mag-diaper na lang daw. Kung hindi talaga kaya, mag-online. At in fact, sa confirmation of charges hearing, kahit nga absent pwedeng matuloy yan. Because it's not even trial yet. Sa confirmation of charges, 2 days ago, September 9, naganap ang confirmation of charges against an absent suspect. And
is
by the
the-
rules, a
was this-
suspect can even waive appearance during confirmation of hearing, confirmation of charges hearing.
Was this the Coney
Kaya-
case, attorney? I think this
Sorry?
was this the Coney case?
Yes, the Coney case, the
yeah.
Joseph Coney case, was the first time that
Yeah.
the ICC proceeded with the confirmation of charges hearing without the suspect in custody. Because they understand that, well, they need to have a measure of justice for the victims. And Coney has not been seen for so long. Sabi nila, total confirmation of charges pa lang naman to. Hindi pa ito yung arraignment talaga. Kasi sa arraignment, kailangan mo yung akusado para babasahin mo yung sakdal.
How you
Sabihin
plead.
niya, guilty or not guilty. Yeah. Ito wala pa. Ang mag-aaway dito, mga abogado. Kaya kaya ni Duterte na mag-participate sa confirmation of charges hearing through his lawyers.
I guess you guys have dissected what deteriorating cognitive condition means, no? So I'll zoom out a little bit, attorney, and ask you what you made of this legal strategy of Attorney Kaufman. I heard someone say, ito talaga yung tactic niya. He is going to throw every motion he can at the case to see if he could delay it. So we've seen motions for deferment, motions for adjournment, motions for postponement, and so on and so forth.
Kailangan justify yung bayad.
What did you make of it?
Well, yes. On one end, I would tend to agree that there are dilatory tactics on his part na parang halos every month talaga may fina-file. May that was the defense request, defense challenge to jurisdiction. June, it was interim release. July, it was, I think, a flavor of the month nun, the prosecutor, and so on. Consistently, the defense has filed motions every month pertaining to this case. This we kind of anticipated because, to be frank, we don't see any defense that Duterte could raise during trial. he has to stop to win, he has to stop the proceedings. Kumbaga, huwag na tayong mag-trial kasi wala na akong ilalabas na baraha. Lahat ng alas mo, ngayon mo na ilabas para hindi matuloy yung trial. Among Duterte's defenses would have been alibi, would have been mental incapacity, under duress, self-defense. But the defense has already said they need to manifest this, that they will not avail of those defenses. And so we see no other option or other defense for the defense. Alangan naman sabihin nila, hindi nila alam. Alangan sabihin nila, ay nagkamali pala kami or it was not that intended. There is plenty of evidence to say that he knew what was happening, he intended the consequences, and that he wanted to take full responsibility. Saan kalulugar doon?
Attorney, pwede bang defense ang depression?
If it makes you unfit to stand trial. So yung unfit to stand trial, again, it's not a medical situation, it's more a legal construct. Ang ibig sabihin lang kasi niyan ay, so I do not understand what I'm hearing or I don't understand the charges. And then 2, I cannot communicate or I cannot, kumbaga, contest the charges. Hindi ko kayang mag-participate. Posibleng naiintindihan ko pero hindi ako makaparticipate. So, if depression, kumbaga, is too severe that you cannot participate or you cannot follow the proceedings, baka. Pero unlikely,
Ang
because
bihira
I
yan,
always seen depression as, meron kang, kumbaga, hindi ka naman tipong nag-hibernate sa depression. Ultimo. Parang there are some functions that you do.
Yes.
Kumbaga, nakakain ka pa rin naman, nakaka-toothbrush, and so forth. So, hindi siya fully incapacitating.
So you think the goal now is to stop the proceedings at all costs because they're out of cards. Have you ever seen that work? Have you ever seen that tactic work in any other case?
Never.
Well, no.
Never.
For the ICC and other tribunals, they've always
Never
put
talaga.
a premium on the victims. Kumbaga, how do we see justice for the victims? And the minimum is at least we get a sense of what has happened. So, truth-seeking. And in some instances na sa tingin nila, parang yung akusado, hindi na naintindihan, hindi na naintindihan, hindi na nakaparticipate, they will bend over backwards. And fortunately, the accused so far in the ICC, when arrested, kumbaga, hindi sila inaresto they were not bedridden. Hindi sila inaresto sa kama, sa ospital, wala pang ganon so far. And I'm pretty sure they will bend over backwards to make sure that their detainees will be alive and well to stand trial.
Yeah. Kasi kahit suicidal, hindi ka pagbibigyan na mag-back out sa prosecution eh.
Oh, hindi.
If you are the,
experience
babantayan ka lang na huwag ka mag-suicide. Yun lang.
Actually, sa ICC, may
May isa
dalawa
pong
na
experience
nag-suicide, di ba,
dyan,
attorney? May dalawang nag-commit ng suicide sa ICC
Oh.
during trial.
Pero hindi sila, hindi ka absuelto na, hindi ka na, it doesn't mean you cannot stand trial.
Ang nangyayari, because of the experience, they will, kumbaga, take precautions. Kaya yung isang nagkamatay, yung may tinake na
Babantayan ka.
gas pill ba yun, na cyanide. Ngayon, kakapkapan ka na, hindi ka, wala kang pwedeng, kumbaga sisiguraduhin nila na wala kang hawak o wala kang bitbit na kung ano man na poison o nakamamatay na bagay.
Okay na.
Okay.
So, okay na.
Okay.
Okay. Attorney
Attorney.
Cristina Conti, maraming salamat for joining us this afternoon.
Salamat, attorney.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
very
attorney.
much, Inga.
Thank you,
Salamat.
attorney.